Hey, what up YouTube, I'm Eric, thanks for clicking on the video. So today is Eve Day. Happy birthday Eve, our baby apple. So of course, to honor Eve on this channel, I'm going to be telling you all the entire story of the Loonaverse from her perspective so far. Now if you do end up liking the video, please do leave a like, it really does help support the channel and makes it easier for other viewers to find too. If you really like the video, drop a super thanks, and if you like what I do here and want to see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and get notified every time I post something here. Now this is also the season finale of the Loonaverse birthday series. All 12 episodes are out now, though some ideas/theories in the earlier episodes will conflict with some ideas in the latter episodes, but I'll go into more detail after these stories. Now just like my other Loonaverse birthday videos, this video will be including my updated theories and updated story as well. So sit back, relax, set your light stick to burgundy, and let's talk about Eve in the Loonaverse. The Garden. Eve's story begins here. Eden, an all-girls reformatory school designed to create the perfect girls for a utopian society. She is one of the students here, along with their friends, Chu, Gowon, and Olivia Hay. Her days here often include reading, studying, having meals, and getting confessed to by Chu. It's all this being forced to become just another, what society deemed to be, a perfect girl that makes her crave for something more. She stares out of the window, yearning for that something, wondering if she could have that something. During one of her study sessions, she acts on that urge and slowly creeps out of the room and out of the school, leaving Chu, Gowon, and Olivia Hay behind. Eve traverses the forest, eventually finding herself free to roam around the world and be who she wants to be. Fate. Eve wanders the world, experiencing as much as the world as she could, but there always remained the thought of her friends in Eden. Surely everything she's experiencing now is infinitely times better than anything in Eden had to offer. Wanting to experience more, Eve walks into a roller rink and sees a cute girl working the front desk, with earphones in. She asks for some skates, and the girl at the front desk takes off her earphones and quickly gets Eve her skates. Eve wanders off and starts skating around, noticing every now and then that the girl from the front desk would stare at her. All of a sudden, the girl from the front desk puts on skates and started to skate with her. This person introduces herself as Vivi. They get close to each other, and eventually Eve reveals more about herself. She tells Vivi that she escaped from a place called Eden, where the students there are forced to behave a certain way, suppressing anything that would make them different. She then says there were 3 other girls she left behind, but she can't do anything to save them. With that said, they exchange contact information and Eve leaves the roller rink. As she walks away, she texts Vivi saying that she would be back tomorrow. Last light. Night approaches, and just like she said, Eve came back to the roller rink. Not long later, Vivi arrived, Eve beckoning Vivi to join her. Vivi sat on the bench across from her and laced up her skates. Eve took Vivi's hand and guided her around the roller rink. As they talked, the topic of eating came up again. Vivi tells Eve that the key to the others' escape is their rosaceae, fruits of the rose family. Consuming them in combination with Eve's apple will help them want to become their own selves. Eve mentions that if she were to return to Eden, she wouldn't be allowed to bring anything from the outside world in, and that one of her friend's fruit is a pineapple, which isn't part of the rose family. Vivi then tells Eve that to save her, Eve would have to find another, very special girl. An AgI girl. One that could teleport in and out of Eden, and who could be the substitute for the pineapple. Vivi mentions that there is only one girl that could do all that, and her name is Cherry. Without hesitation, Eve leaves Vivi to find Cherry. The Starlit Apple. Eve eventually finds Cherry, but Cherry seems to be with 2 other girls. Eve waits to confront Cherry. As nighttime approaches, Eve watches as the 2 girls that were with Cherry leave together, and Cherry goes by herself. She watches as Cherry sits off to the side of the tunnel and waits. Night rapidly approaches, and Cherry is alone in the tunnel, but suddenly her mirror falls out of her pocket, already open. Eve takes this opportunity to walk up to her, apple in hand. Eve introduces herself, saying that she knows about the AgI girls. She tells Cherry that she needs her help to help one of her friends, Gowon, in Eden. to escape. Yves goes on by saying that she needs Cherry to give Go-On her apple because when Yves returns to Eden, she would be searched, be sure she wasn't bringing anything from the outside world in. Cherry, understanding the situation, agrees, and Yves gives Cherry the apple and wanders back into the night, returning to Eden. The Return. Days later, Yves returns to Eden. Immediately, the headmaster summoned all the students for an inspection. She goes through all their stuff and finds very dirty pieces of clothing in Yves' stuff. She takes Yves and scolds her for leaving the school grounds. Chu, Go-On, and Olivier get summoned by the headmaster and also get scolded, being told to never do as Yves did and to inform her if anyone else does. Just outside the door, Chu notices that Yves is motioning to her to follow her. After the meeting with the headmaster, Chu goes out into the halls to find Yves. From behind, she hears Yves calling to her, and so Chu follows her into the room, where she tells Chu her plan to break out of Eden, and Chu is in. Yves also asks Chu if Go-On and Olivier could also be trusted. Having gotten closer to Go-On while Yves was away, she tells Yves that Go-On can be trusted, but having little interaction with Olivier makes her unsure about her. During one of their breaks, they inform Go-On about their plan, and she's also in, but in comes Olivier. Unsure if they can trust her, they keep quiet and keep her out of the plan. Yves, Chu, and Go-On continue to get closer and leave the study room with each other, leaving Olivier. During one of their meals, Yves, Chu, and Go-On know there's more than just what they're given, barely touching their food. They watch as Olivier fully accepts what was given to her, and so they leave her again. As the time for their escape approaches, Yves, Chu, and Go-On continue to talk to each other, but Olivier walks in and confronts them, asking what they're up to, but they just tell her not to worry about it, and they'll meet her in the study room. They hide from the headmaster, and one by one, as the headmaster passed them, the three snuck out of Eden. As they headed out, Yves left one more special apple behind, just in case. Yves, Chu, and Go-On then fled from Eden, through the garden, and into the dark forest. Within the forest. Days after they escaped from Eden, Yves, Chu, and Go-On continue to explore the forest. As they roam around, a loud thunderous crash is heard. Yves takes off running towards the sound, while Chu and Go-On slowly follow. Chu and Go-On arrive at the abandoned swimming pool, where Yves was already there. And as they look towards the diving board, they see Olivier. Yves motions for her to rejoin them, and Olivier jumps down. Olivier tells them that she was brought there by three girls who told her that the world is in danger. The sun is nearing its end, and when it does, it will explode, killing everything and everyone. But to protect the world, they would have to construct a new moon. A new moon filled with color before the next solar eclipse. During that eclipse, the moon would act as a shield and protect the earth from the blast. To begin the moon's transformation, they all must run when the moon was at its fullest. Now knowing the situation, the four of them prepared to run in the abandoned swimming pool. And as the full moon rose, they ran, starting the moon's transformation. As the moon takes on this new form, the girls of YY make their way out of the forest. No longer under the oppression of conforming to the utopian society Eden was training them for, they part ways to find their true selves. Ghosts of the Past. The holidays comes around and Yves is exploring the city, dancing in various places. When night comes around, she goes home and sips on her favorite mug. On one of her nights dancing in the streets, a girl jumps in out of nowhere and joins her. But it isn't just a random girl. Yves knows her. Chu, finally reunited. Chu tells Yves that a girl was wanting to go to Eden. Shocked by this, Yves and Chu plan on going back to Eden to help her escape. Arriving at the party, Yves and Chu find the girl that woke Chu, accompanied by two others. Their names are Heejin, Hyunjin, and Hasu. And they brought presents and a cake. Yves takes the presents, and Chu takes the cake. As it is a party, Chu and Yves have fun together, firing confetti poppers, eating strawberries, spraying fake snow, exploding presents, enjoying the holiday with each other. But yeah, that is my interpretation of what's happened in the Loonaverse so far with Yves for Yves' birthday. Definitely leave your birthday wishes for our baby jaguar Yves in the comments. But yeah, that's all I have here for today. Again, this is essentially the season finale of this series. These types of videos takes a long time to research and compose, let alone make the videos themselves. Despite what that time bar says, it doesn't come close to the amount of actual time that goes into creating these videos, time which I don't have for the time being. I might start up the series again when we get a proper comeback and have more Loonaverse to delve into, but with that being said, if you like the video, please do leave a like. It really does help support the channel and makes it easier for others to find too. If you really like the video, drop a super thanks. If you like what I do here and you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit the subscribe button. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, happy birthday, Yves. I hope you have the best day and best of luck with Queendom 2. You and everyone that's working on it. And for everyone that's watching, go watch Yves' new music video today. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.